guys ready for questions, or do you have more presentation you want to show us?
Sweet.
Awesome. So, I'd love to hear a little bit more about how you did your research for this project.
We contacted archaeologists to figure out real world problems from the archaeologists themselves.
And once you figured out what this problem you were going to try to solve is, what was your next step in researching that?
We contacted the same archaeologist with a poll with the most how do I put this? Problematic, yeah, problematic. And then, like they said, we created a poll, and then we had them vote. And then once they voted, we found the most problematic was carrying heavy dirt. So that was our problem, and we made our solution.
After that, we researched what they actually need to do with the dirt, and so we figured out that they actually take this to a screening location, which is basically just a screen where they can find smaller artifacts that might be in the dirt still. And then that's how we came up with the DMV.
Can you share more about your prototype and like who you've shared it with and what type of feedback you've received with that?
Our prototype, we got the materials from our students. Our school, we presented it to our school. They asked some questions. We had this also done by other students, high school students from our school.
And so when you said you presented this to those high school students, or who at your school?
Other classes, teachers, anybody who had like time to come check it out.
Did they give you any useful feedback?
Yeah. Like they liked the idea because they.
Remember the poster? So anyways, one of their comments was that they actually didn't understand what a DMV was, so we decided to make a poster on what it is, so it could be a little bit more clear.
Okay. How have you guys split up and shared the workload?
When we were emailing all of the archaeologists the link to the poll, we split and we each emailed 5 or 6 archaeologists.
Actually, it was like 6 or 7.
How many responded?
I'd say about 25.
Yeah, 25 to 30.
Did you share your final solution with any of your archaeologists?
We were running short on time, so unfortunately we weren't able to. But if we had more time, of course we would. So.
I'd be curious, like maybe what you're most proud of with this, or maybe what was the best part of this project?
I would say the winch, because it just looks cool.
I would also say the amount of work and things that for this presentation that we're able to do in a short amount of time, because the school we go to we only go once a week on Tuesdays, and it's for 2 hours. That's our practice. We have extra Saturday, but that is mainly for our robotic program. So the amount of work that we have done in that short amount of time is pretty impressive, I'd say.
And for our presentation, we also did through 4 Google Meets for an hour on the Wednesdays.
And on Saturdays, it's like a 4-hour practice.
We started this off, so we got a few answers of what your favorite thing that you worked on in relation to the project was, but I'd love to hear from the rest of you.
I haven't learned about a lot about archaeology, so it was nice to learn about archaeologists and how they work and just like screening locations. I didn't know those existed. Like, you would just dig right through it. They sift through it and make sure there's nothing missed.
I think the funnest thing about this was probably designing the firing. It's like we had multiple ideas at the start, but eventually we came to one idea, and I think that was really fun.
My favorite thing about this is the teamwork. Like, we all worked on this together, and it was fun because we were together.
We all voted on what would be like the best one.
I think my favorite was definitely working together as a team. We have a lot of fun together.
I definitely liked the learning aspect. Just learning about the job of an archaeologist.
Sweet. How are we gonna?
We're
Yeah,
covered.
alright. How did you guys decide who was going to work on what pieces of the project? I know you split up the research, but on the like actual building things.
Yeah, we split the research at first, and then after, when we were getting to kind of finishing the project of our invention, we made sure that we were all on board with making it. So we all were like, "What if we do this?" And we had like 5 different ideas for our invention, and then we narrowed it down through voting and conversation.
Just to add on what she was saying, we really never did anything without the entire team saying it was okay.
Can you give us maybe a couple examples? You said that this was kind of the final one that you voted on. What were some of the other ideas that you initially had?
One of them was like a crane, there was a conveyor belt kind of. There was also like an RC, fairly large RC dump truck, but all those fell behind. This was actually originally going to be a sled with a winch, but we eventually changed it to a wagon because that yeah, mobility.
How did you guys decide which one you were going to work with?
So like we were saying before on the Google Meet, and on Tuesdays we discussed and we like decided let's like more of a voting thing.
And mention the pros and cons.
Yeah, and also we really thought about size and weight, because we learned that archaeologists can't really have heavy machinery because they don't want to damage artifacts or move the dirt too much.
Did you find in your research anyone else that has a similar solution out there?
Not currently.
Not currently. You guys researched this and nobody does this?
Somebody might, but we didn't research much about the different other solutions that are out there.
I do remember we did try to look up some. It was the main difficulty of having solutions for this problem is that they can't have any heavy machinery that could otherwise damage artifacts or have like cave-ins that could be dangerous. So mostly they did it manually.
Well, and we kind of like took other designs because we were thinking like of a mine cart, which can hold a lot of weight. And so we kind of combined a bunch of old ideas.
What we have, do you want to tell us anything about